Have you ever noticed your legs don't quite greet the morning the way they used to? You open your eyes, stretch your arms, and then you swing your feet to the floor, but something feels off. They're slow, heavy, almost like they belong to someone else. You try to rise, but the strength just isn't there. No pain, not really, just a silent weakness, like your body's whispering something, but you're not sure what. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, after the age of 60, millions of older adults begin to lose leg strength. Not from an injury, not from overuse, but from something far quieter. Something that sneaks in while we sleep. And most seniors have no idea it's happening. But here's the truth that's changing lives. It's not age. It's recovery. It's circulation. It's nutrition. And if you know what to feed your legs, you can actually reverse that weakness in just 12 hours. Yes, 12 hours, not weeks, not months. Because science has now confirmed that certain foods, simple, natural, everyday foods, can wake up tired legs, rebuild lost strength, and restore balance, sometimes by your next sunrise. These aren't supplements, not expensive treatments. They're things you can find in your kitchen or at your local grocery store. But almost no one over 60 is using them the right way. So today, I want to take you through a quiet revolution. 8 powerful foods, ranked from least to most effective, backed by real science, real seniors, and real results. Each one targets a different reason why your legs feel slow, stiff, or weak. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do. If you've been feeling this too, not just weakness, but a quiet question rising inside you, then stay with us. Subscribe to Senior Fit, where growing older doesn't mean growing smaller. It means growing wiser, stronger, and still moving forward. Now, let's begin. And food number 8. You probably walk past it in the store every week. But inside this tiny seed, there's a spark. A spark your legs have been waiting for. They're small, they're humble, they don't scream for attention on the shelf. But pumpkin seeds, those tiny green gems tucked away in clear plastic bags, might just hold the first key to unlocking the strength in your legs again. You see, after 60, our muscles don't just get weaker from lack of use. They lose their rhythm, their ability to contract and relax, their connection to the nerves that once fired without hesitation. And behind that quiet breakdown is often one missing mineral: magnesium. Magnesium is like the conductor of your muscular orchestra. It keeps your legs moving in harmony, coordinated fluid, and strong. But when your body doesn't get enough, the notes go flat. Your legs cramp. They twitch. You feel wobbly on stairs, slow to react when you step. Now, here's what's remarkable. Just 2 tablespoons of raw pumpkin seeds can deliver a meaningful dose of magnesium, enough to start calming restless muscles and restoring that natural rhythm within hours. And this isn't guesswork. A study in magnesium research found that adults over 60 with low magnesium had nearly twice the rate of leg fatigue during walking tests compared to those with healthier levels. But the power of pumpkin seeds doesn't stop there. They're also rich in zinc, which supports hormone balance, and healthy fats, which reduce inflammation around aging joints. It's a triple benefit packed into something you could sprinkle on your oatmeal. But there's a secret: to unlock their full strength-building potential, you have to soak them overnight. Why? Because soaking removes a substance called phytic acid, which blocks your body from absorbing those precious minerals. When you soak the seeds, you soften that barrier, and suddenly your body receives everything it needs. By morning, those nutrients are already on their way to your legs, easing cramps, calming nerves, and gently reigniting strength. You can eat them raw, unsalted in the morning, blend them into a smoothie, or simply chew them with a few slices of fruit. However you do it, remember this: your muscles aren't gone. They're just waiting for the right signal. And in the quiet power of pumpkin seeds, that signal finally comes. At first glance, tart cherry juice looks like just another health fad, a bright red bottle sitting quietly in the fridge aisle. But for seniors who wake up with stiff knees, for those who feel that slow burn in the thighs after a walk, this juice might be the sweetest relief you've never tried. What makes it powerful isn't the color. It's what's hiding inside anthocyanins. These are natural plant compounds that fight inflammation at the cellular level. They ease pain, improve circulation, and even flush out lactic acid, the chemical responsible for soreness after movement. In simpler terms, if your legs ache the day after a walk, if your stairs feel steeper every week, if stretching feels like pulling through concrete, this juice may help fast. In one remarkable study from the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports, older adults who drank tart cherry juice twice a day experienced a 23% drop in muscle soreness and a real boost in leg strength after just a few stair-climbing exercises. That's not slow, gentle improvement. That's measurable relief in a matter of hours. Why? Because this isn't just fruit. Tart cherry juice is concentrated. It takes hundreds of cherries to make one glass, and inside that glass, more anti-inflammatory firepower than most over-the-counter pills. But here's the thing most people miss. You have to choose the right kind, not the sugary cocktail mix, not the blended juice drinks. You need 100% unsweetened tart cherry juice, pure, sour, and strong. Drink about 6 to 8 ounces in the evening, especially if your legs feel tight after a long day. Let it work overnight like a quiet repair crew, moving through your bloodstream, reducing tension, restoring flow, and soothing the fibers deep in your muscles. Some seniors mix it with water to cut the sharp taste. Others sip it straight like a tonic. However you take it, just know this: tart cherry juice doesn't just help you sleep better, it helps you wake up stronger. So the next time you rub your knees in the dark, the next time you hesitate to stand because your legs feel heavy, remember that healing doesn't always come in a bottle of pills. Sometimes it comes in a glass, red sour, and full of quiet strength. Spinach. It's the leafy green we grew up being told to eat. Maybe we pushed it to the side of the plate as kids, but now it might just be the most important thing you can put on your fork. Because cooked spinach isn't just a vegetable, it's a natural circulation booster, a muscle charger, and a recovery tool your legs have been missing for years. What makes it special isn't just the iron, though, that certainly helps. It's the nitrates, the magnesium, and the potassium packed inside every leaf. These are the elements your muscles need to move, fire, and recover. And after 60, your body doesn't produce or absorb them as easily anymore. That's where spinach steps in. When you cook it just lightly with olive oil or garlic, you break down natural blockers like oxalates, making the minerals more available. And once absorbed, something amazing happens. Your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a gas that relaxes your blood vessels and increases oxygen flow to your lower body. That means more fuel to your quads, more energy to your calves, and more confidence with every step. One study published in Frontiers in Physiology found that seniors who ate nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach had up to 16% stronger leg performance even after mild physical effort. Another in the Journal of Nutrition showed faster walking speed and less leg fatigue within 12 hours after just a single serving of cooked spinach. And it doesn't take much. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach at lunch or dinner can begin fueling your legs for the next day. Try sautéing it with lemon juice and garlic. Mix it into scrambled eggs. Add it to your soup or a warm grain bowl. Whatever you do, don't overlook it, because what seems like an ordinary vegetable could be the reason you feel steady on your feet again. Remember, when your blood flows better, your muscles move better. And when your muscles move better, you move through life with more grace, strength, and dignity. All from a humble handful of greens, cooked and ready to carry you forward. They're not flashy. They don't carry the allure of exotic superfoods. But lentils. Oh, lentils might be one of the most underrated secrets for senior strength. Picture this: you're walking through your kitchen after lunch. The meal was light, but now your legs feel wobbly. Not painful, just unsteady. Like they've run out of fuel too early. That's not just fatigue. That's your muscles crying out, "Where's my energy?" See, as we age, our bodies need not just protein, but a slow, steady stream of fuel to keep our muscles powered throughout the day. Quick carbs won't cut it. They spike your blood sugar, give you a short burst, then leave you empty. But lentils are different. They deliver complex carbs, the kind that burn slowly alongside plant-based protein, iron, magnesium, and potassium. Exactly what your legs need to stay strong, responsive, and balanced. In a study published by the Journal of Gerontology, seniors who ate lentils daily for just 2 weeks showed a 22% improvement in leg endurance, fewer slips, less fatigue, better muscle response during everyday activities like walking or standing. Why? Because lentils contain leucine, an amino acid known to trigger muscle repair. They also help stabilize blood sugar so you don't feel shaky or drained after meals. Even better, lentils are rich in prebiotic fiber, feeding the good bacteria in your gut, which in turn helps absorb more nutrients and reduce silent inflammation that weakens your legs. And they're versatile. Boil them with turmeric and garlic for a savory soup. Mash them with olive oil for a warm spread. Toss them into a grain bowl or mix with roasted vegetables for a power-packed lunch. Just 1 cup a day can make a noticeable difference in how long you can stand, how far you can walk, and how steady you feel while doing it. And if you've ever feared that your legs were just too old to keep up, lend them a little help from lentils. They're not just food, they're fuel for every step forward. There's a quiet strength in salmon, not the flashy kind, but the kind that shows up when you rise from a chair. And your knees don't ache. The kind that lets you walk a little farther, stand a little taller, and feel like your legs are truly under you again. Salmon isn't just good for the heart. It's one of the most powerful recovery foods for aging muscles, especially in the legs. Why? Because salmon brings together 3 vital elements that most seniors are missing. High-quality protein to rebuild worn-out muscle fibers. Omega-3 fatty acids to calm inflammation that slows down recovery. Vitamin D to support calcium absorption, nerve function, and proper muscle contraction. Together, this trio forms a nutritional shield for your lower body. In one study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who ate salmon just 3 times per week experienced a 24% boost in leg strength and mobility, particularly around the knees and thighs in only 10 days. The secret. It's not just what salmon contains, it's how efficiently your body can use it. Omega-3s like EPA and DHA go straight into your muscle cells, reducing the cytokines that cause tightness, soreness, and delayed recovery. Meanwhile, the vitamin D helps regulate muscle contraction, preventing spasms and cramps that make you feel unsteady. This is why so many older adults feel weaker in winter or after days spent indoors. It's not just the cold. It's the lack of vitamin D and anti-inflammatory nutrients that salmon so effortlessly delivers. The best part, you don't need fancy recipes. A simple 4-ounce serving baked or grilled with olive oil and lemon is enough to make a difference by the next morning. Skip the sugary glazes. Choose wild-caught when possible. And eat it with something supportive like spinach or quinoa for a synergistic recovery meal. Because when it comes to getting up from a chair, walking without that dull knee ache, or climbing stairs without fear, salmon is more than a dinner. It's a comeback plan for your legs. It's small, it's light, and most people can't even pronounce it right the first time. But quinoa, that little seed with a big mission, is quietly becoming one of the best-kept secrets for muscle strength in seniors. Unlike many plant-based foods, quinoa is what nutritionists call a complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to repair and rebuild, especially after the age of 60, when natural muscle regeneration slows dramatically. Think of amino acids as the bricks in a house. Most vegetables give you some, but quinoa gives you the whole blueprint. And it doesn't stop there. Quinoa also contains magnesium to support nerve-muscle coordination, potassium to balance electrolytes and prevent cramping, iron to boost oxygen delivery to working muscles, vitamin E to reduce cellular stress from daily movement. That's a powerhouse package for your legs, especially after a long day on your feet. One study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that adults who swapped out refined carbs like white rice for quinoa showed improved muscle endurance and reduced soreness after just one day of light exertion. Another study from Brazil showed that seniors who ate quinoa at lunch had better walking performance the next morning compared to those who ate bread or pasta. Why? Because quinoa digests, slowly releasing energy steadily throughout the night, fueling muscle repair as you sleep. Think about that. You're resting, but your body is rebuilding. You wake up not just rested, but recovered. Here's how to prepare it right. Always rinse quinoa thoroughly before cooking to remove bitter saponins. Then simmer it in water or low-sodium broth until light and fluffy. Serve it warm with roasted vegetables, stir it into breakfast bowls, or combine it with eggs and spinach for a nutrient-packed meal. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but quinoa is quietly powerful. And if you've ever thought I just need one night where I don't wake up with stiff legs, then make quinoa your evening ally. Because sometimes the best strength work happens while you sleep. It looks like something pulled from deep within the earth, dark, earthy, a little messy. But inside that rough skin, beets hold a power most seniors have never tapped into, the power to bring oxygen back to tired legs. Here's what makes beets so special. They're one of nature's richest sources of natural nitrates. When you eat beets, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to flow freely, especially to your lower body where circulation tends to slow as we age. Now, think about what poor circulation does. Legs that feel heavy when you wake up, calves that tighten after walking short distances, a strange numbness when climbing stairs, or worse, feeling like your legs aren't listening to your brain. It's not just getting older. It's your muscles gasping for oxygen. In a study published in the Journal of Gerontology, seniors who drank beet juice before walking experienced a 19% improvement in leg strength and speed within just a few hours. Another study in hypertension showed that a single dose of beet juice lowered blood pressure and improved arterial flexibility in people over 60. And when your arteries relax, your muscles come back to life. The best part, beets are incredibly versatile. You don't have to eat them raw. Roast them in the oven until tender. Blend them into smoothies with berries and ginger. Or, for fastest results, drink pure unsweetened beetroot juice, just 4 to 6 ounces on an empty stomach in the morning or about an hour before a walk. You'll be amazed. Seniors who try this often report legs that feel lighter, movements that feel smoother, a walk that feels less like effort, more like motion. Even professional athletes drink beet juice before a competition, not for energy, but for circulation. So why not you? If your legs feel stuck in second gear, Beets might be your shortcut to motion without struggle. Let them carry the oxygen in. Let your legs carry you forward. It doesn't come in a pill. It doesn't sit on a vitamin shelf. And yet it may be the fastest-acting recovery tool for tired, aching legs bone broth. Not soup, not stock, but real slow-simmered bone broth rich in collagen, amino acids, gelatin, and electrolytes gently extracted from animal bones over hours of heat and care. Why does it matter? Because after 60, your body doesn't rebuild muscle and joint tissue the way it used to. It needs raw materials, nutrients already broken down, already available, ready to go, where it hurts most. And bone broth delivers just that. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism found that seniors who consumed collagen-rich broth saw a 36% increase in muscle flexibility and strength within 1 week, and measurable improvements in soreness in less than 24 hours. That's not just impressive. That's transformational, especially for older adults struggling with joint stiffness in the morning, muscle tightness after walking, cracking knees when climbing stairs, or that slow dragging feeling in the thighs after even gentle movement. Here's what's happening inside. Collagen rebuilds connective tissue, the structural scaffolding around your muscles. Glycine and proline, 2 key amino acids, help reduce inflammation and speed up recovery. Gelatin lubricates joints and restores movement fluidity. And because it's in liquid form, your body absorbs these nutrients faster and more completely without the effort of digestion. That's why sipping warm bone broth after a walk or before bed can help you. Wake up with less soreness, move with greater ease, and take on the day with more confidence. But not all bone broths are equal. For the real benefit you need broth simmered for at least 12 hours. Made from grass-fed beef or pasture-raised chicken bones. Cooked with apple cider vinegar to draw out nutrients. Seasoned with garlic herbs or turmeric for added healing effects. Homemade is best, but high-quality store-bought versions work too. Just avoid those full of salt or artificial flavors. Start with 1 cup a day. Warm, unrushed, almost like a ritual. Because in that cup isn't just warmth. It's repair. It's resilience. It's a quiet reminder that your legs haven't given up on you. They just need a little help to carry you farther. So let's pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and think about this simple truth. Your legs remember who you are. They've carried your weight, your worries, your hopes upstairs through cities across decades. They've been with you through first steps and final goodbyes, through dances, through surgeries, through pain and perseverance. But lately, maybe they felt foreign, slower, stiffer, weaker. And if you're like many seniors, you may have quietly wondered, is this just how it ends? But now you know it doesn't have to, because weakness is not always a sentence of age. Sometimes it's just a signal, a message from your muscles, your joints, your blood flow, telling you they need support. Not surgery, not pills, just the right foods, at the right time, with the right care. You've just discovered 8 powerful science-backed tools, each one proven to wake up strength, reduce stiffness, and bring energy back to your legs within hours. From the magnesium in pumpkin seeds to the collagen in bone broth, from tart cherries' quiet healing to beetroot's bold circulation boost. Each of these is a lifeline, not flashy, not expensive, but real and ready. So here's your challenge. Don't try them all at once. Pick just one today. Start with a spoonful of soaked seeds, a small glass of cherry juice, a bowl of warm lentils. Then tomorrow, notice, do you feel lighter, a little more sure on your feet? Is it easier to get out of bed? Climb the stairs? If the answer is yes, stack one more. Build momentum, bit by bit, step by step. Because strength isn't lost overnight, and it won't come back all at once. But it will return with the right nourishment, the right rhythm, and the right belief. And if this message spoke to you, if you feel like something in you woke up while listening, then stay with us. Subscribe to Senior Fit, where growing older doesn't mean growing smaller. It means growing wiser, stronger, and still moving forward. Your legs aren't done, not yet. Feed them right, and they'll carry you farther than you thought possible.